Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good day. So today we are going to discuss chapter 3, that is coordination and response. So I hope all of you can focus and pay attention to the slide given here and can understand the text given and explanation given by me. So in this chapter 3, coordination and response, the most important thing is you must know the standard learning standard for this thing. The first one is communicate about meaning of homeostasis. Second is explain with examples the system involved with homeostasis in humans and animals. Explain with examples the system involved in plant homeostasis. And number 4, appreciate the importance of homeostasis in human and living things. So this is 4 learning standard that should be mastered by all of you, that should be understand uh, about this topic, about this chapter. Next is we proceed to 3.1, and exactly in this subtopic, only in this chapter we have only one subtopic, that is 3.1, homeostasis in living things. So now we will discuss what is the meaning of homeostasis. Homeostasis refers to the maintenance of internal environment in the body of an organism to be in a balanced and stable condition. What are the meaning of internal environment? Water content in the body, temperature of the body, pH value of the blood pressure. Why internal environment must be in a balanced and stable condition? First one is to enable the process in the body occur in a good work and efficient way. What happen if the internal environment not in a balanced and stable condition? Cells and tissues will damage and die. How internal environment are considered balanced and stable condition? First one, body temperature must be in 37 degrees Celsius. Water content must be in minimum 70%. Blood pH value must be in neutral, that is pH 7. And blood pressure is around 120 per 80. So how to maintain internal environment? When body temperature increase than normal, example 30 degrees Celsius, as we know that the normal temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, body must have a mechanism to control and reduce the temperature back to normal temperature, that is 37 degrees Celsius. When water content in the body decrease, body must have a mechanism to control and increase back to normal. So this is two important in this chapter about homeostatic control process. So how to maintain internal environment based on these two process, that is how to control or regulate body temperature and also water content. Homeostatic control process for this both of the internal environment. When the internal environment in our body, such as the body temperature increases, the control center at the brain will detect the changes. A corrective mechanism will then take place and the temperature will reduce to its normal range. When the body temperature decreases, a corrective mechanism will take place and the temperature will rise to its normal range. So this is the figure 3.1 that show you the homeostatic control process. So anything happen in our body in the internal environment of our body, so there is a control process that will involve the main organ is our brain. So our brain will detect any changes that happen in our internal environment. So we look into the homeostatic control process, regulation of water content. So what is the system involved? Excretory system, endocrine system. An organ that involved is brain and kidneys. For regulation of body temperature, system that involved is excretory system, endocrine system. And the organ involved is brain, skin, and skeletal muscle. So how water content is regulated in our internal body? When water content increases, so what will happen? What is the process of homeostatic that will occur? The first one is our brain. This one will detect the increases of water content in our body when we drink a lot of water. So the brain will detect the changes. So what will happen is a corrective mechanism will be instructed by our brain. The brain will stimulate the secretion of hormones so that the kidneys increase the production of urine. More urine is produced. After that, water content in the body decreases and it will become water content in our body will become normal. What will happen when water level in our body decreases? So when decrease water content in our body, so it will be detected by our brain, and then our brain will instruct a corrective mechanism that will stimulate the secretion of a hormone so that the kidneys will decrease the production of urine. And the symptom that we'll have is we will feel thirsty. So we will drink a lot of water to make sure that water content in the body will increase. For regulation of body temperature, when body temperature increases, same thing, our brain will detect any changes to the temperature. For example, when body temperature increases, so our brain will detect the changes and instruct the corrective mechanism. So what will happen during the corrective mechanism? Blood vessels dilate, hairs lie flat, increased sweating, activity of the skeletal muscle, and certain hormone secretion will reduce and eventually decrease the body temperature. Less urine is produced. So when this happens, corrective mechanism, so this is the way on how we can control the body temperature when becoming increased. So body temperature will decrease to the normal temperature. So the corrective mechanism when temperature increases. So this is what will happen exactly during the situation in which our body temperature increases. The first one we can look here. Sweat gland produce more sweat to cool the skin when sweat is evaporated. Hairs lie flat to reduce air trapped on the skin so that heat can be released easily. Blood vessels dilate to let more blood flow close to the skin to muscle to increase heat loss. When body temperature decreases, during a cold day, our body temperature will decrease. So these changes will be detected by our brain, and our brain will instruct a corrective mechanism. So what will happen during this corrective mechanism? Blood vessels constrict, hair stand erect, decrease sweating, skeletal muscle will contract and relax excessively, and it will cause an individual to shiver to increase the body temperature. At the same time, certain hormone will be secreted to increase body metabolism. So when this corrective mechanism happen, it will increase the body temperature and will become normal temperature. So when this is the explanation, when the temperature decreases, so erect hair trap a layer of air that act as a heat insulator. Blood vessels constrict to let more blood flow away from the skin to reduce heat loss. So this is a situation. Do we sweat in cold or hot condition? So the answer is we sweat in hot condition. This is what exactly happen when we in a situation hot condition. So when the hot condition happen, so we will sweat a lot from our body. So why this is happen? Because in hot condition, temperature increase. So when temperature increase, body temperature will also increase. So these changes will be detected by our brain, and our brain will instruct a corrective mechanism, and sweat will be produced from skin, and this will bring along a heat from our body. So body temperature decrease to normal. Now we look into the homeostasis in animals. So same thing happen to the animals. Homeostasis occur but in a different way. So different animals have different ways to regulate body temperature. So for example, cat will lick their fur to reduce body temperature. Dog will hang tongue so that the temperature will decrease. And for the cat also, fur stand erect when it is cold to trap heat. How do reptiles such as lizard maintain homeostasis toward changes in surrounding temperature? So you can read from here, when in a situation surrounding is cold, so body activities become slower, muscles function more slowly, movement becomes slower, metabolism rate decreases, body temperature decreases. And when during the hot surrounding, the heart beats faster, movement becomes faster, metabolism rate increases, body temperature increases. So this is how lizard regulate body temperature when the surrounding temperature changes. Other example, for snail, loses a lot of water through evaporation on skin surface, produces fluid and looks for humid places to reduce water loss. For bees, has waxy skin layer and loss of water vapor occurs through its spiracles. Closest spiracle between two breathing movements to reduce water loss. So this is among the corrective mechanism happen to several animals. Now we look into the homeostasis in plant. So same with the other, as we have discussed before, for human being and animals. So plant also have their own homeostasis process. So plant needs sufficient water content to enable its structure become turgid and strong. Beside that, water are required in photosynthesis process as raw material. If not, plant will withering and die. So how plant control and regulate water content? So this is how plant regulate water content. So as you know that water is very important for plant to survive. So if anything happen, any changes to the water content in the plant, so it will die. So how plant regulate water content? Plant lost water through the process of transpiration. Transpiration occur through stoma in a vapor form. Root will absorb water from soil. Water flow into whole plant because of different pressure caused by transpiration process. Water loss through transpiration is balanced by water absorbed by root. So this is the diagram to show how the process of homeostasis in plant. So we can see from here, because of water is evaporated through the transpiration process through the stoma under the bottom parts of the leaf. So water will release from here, and then so the decreasing of water will be substituted by the absorbing of water through the root. So this is the process of homeostasis in plant in order to control or to regulate the water content in plant. So here almost 90% of water absorbed by the roots of plant is lost through transpiration. So roots of plants absorb water and minerals from soil. Transpiration on leaf produces force that draws water from the stem of plant. So transpiration that occur during the day. So what is exactly happen during the transpiration process? So exactly the transpiration in which water will come out from the stoma. So the structure of stoma is like this, that consists of gut cell, and the gut cell is the opening of the stoma. So the gut cell will constrict and relax, so it will open and close the that will produce a small tiny pore here. So during the day, stoma opens to enable more water to be evaporated from the leaf through transpiration. And when temperature is too high, so what will happen when the temperature is too high? Stoma closes. So the stoma will close to reduce water evaporated from the leaf through transpiration. So now we reach at the end of the subtopic or the end of the chapter. Why homeostasis is very important to the organism. Homeostasis in human body and living thing is to provide the optimum condition in the body so that cells can carry out metabolism activities efficiently. All chemical action in living cells are controlled by enzymes that are sensitive to surrounding changes. Changes in the temperature will influence the enzyme activities. We should be grateful that homeostasis enables the internal environment of our body to be regulated and maintained in a balanced and stable condition. Imagine our life without homeostasis. What will happen if the temperature in our body or other living things continue to increase or decrease? What will happen if the water content in our body or other living things is lost without control? So all these things is the importance of homeostasis to make sure that we can survive. So that's all for this subtopic. That's all for this chapter. I hope that you can understand, and please make a revision on this subtopic, and please also read a textbook in order for you to understand a little bit more, and after that you have to answer the exercise given. Thank you.